Friends, I want to sing you from the pages of the Word of Yah, from Romans chapter 10, verse 15. Romans chapter 10, verse 15. How lovely on the mountains are the feet of Him who brings good news, announcing peace, proclaiming news of happiness. Our Yah reigns, our Yah reigns, our Yah reigns, our Yah reigns, our Yah reigns. How lovely on the mountains are the feet of Him. He brings good news, announcing peace, proclaiming news of happiness. Our Yah reigns, 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 our Yah reigns. Romans chapter 10, verse 15. And how can people proclaim Him unless Yah sends them? As the Tanakh puts it, how beautiful are the feet of those announcing good things, announcing good news about good things. The problem is that they haven't all paid attention to the good news and obeyed it. For Yahu says, Yahuwah, who has trusted, what has he heard from us? That was Romans chapter 10, verse 15 through 16. Go with me to Romans 3. This is chapter 2. This is a continuing series on obey my. If you love me, obey my. Love me and obey my mitzvahs. Love me and obey my mitzvahs. Turn to Romans chapter 2. Starting with verse 13. For it is not merely the hearers of Torah whom Yah considers righteous. Rather, it is the doers of what Torah says who will be made righteous in Yah's sight. For whenever goyim who have no Torah do naturally what the Torah requires, then these, even though they don't have Torah for themselves are Torah. For their lives show that the conduct the Torah dictates is written in their hearts. Their consciences also bear witness to this, for their conflicting thoughts sometimes accuse them and sometimes defend them. On a day when Yah passes judgment on people's inmost secrets, according to the good news as I proclaim it, he does this through the Messiah Yeshua. But if you call yourself a Jew and rest on Torah and boast about Yah and know his will and give your approval to what is right because you have been instructed from the Torah, and if you have persuaded yourself that you are a guide to the blind, a light in the darkness, an instructor for the spiritually unaware, and a teacher of children, since in the Torah you have the embodiment of knowledge and truth, then you who teach others, don't you teach yourself? Preaching, thou shalt not steal. Do you steal? Do you steal? Saying, thou shalt not commit adultery. Do you commit adultery? Detesting idols. Do you commit adulterous acts? You who take such pride in Torah, do you, by disobeying the Torah, dishonor Yah? As it says in the Tanakh, for it is because of you that Yah's name is blasphemed by the Goyim. This has been a continuing study on love me and obey my mitzvahs. That was Romans chapter 2. Verses 13 through 24th verse. As we study the word of Yah together, we're learning the mitzvahs of Yah, what he tells us to do, and how he tells us to obey. The Torah is the word of Yah. When we are to obey the Torah, and Yah gives us the strength and the power to obey the Torah. Go with me to Exodus 20. Or if you read the book of Romans and you don't think the Torah is in the renewed covenant, which is the Brit Hadashah, which some people call the New Testament, which is the renewed covenant. New Testament ain't the right word for it. It's the renewed covenant. The renewed covenant. He renewed his covenant with Israel. Okay. Go with me to Exodus 20, which is Shmot in Hebrew. Shmot is Hebrew. Exodus is English. Exodus chapter 20, verse 13 and 14 and 15. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. These are the mitzvahs of Yah. These are parts of the mitzvahs of Yah. As you see, the Torah is in the renewed covenant, because the Torah is the renewed covenant. The Tanakh is the renewed covenant. When you are reading the Torah and the Tanakh, you are reading the renewed covenant. And Yirmiyahu says he would make a new covenant with the house of Israel. Go with me to Yirmiyahu, which is Jeremiah in Hebrew. I
Somebody turn everything out, put water in it or something, run it, heat on full or something like that. I'll read it. That other stuff I had on there.
encourage you to study the Word today. Y'all bless.